Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 2 of the Image Comics of Cobra Commander. Now as you know, Image Comics now have the rights to Transformers and G.I. Joe, and the point of the Image Comics take on Cobra Commander is meant to feature back to his Cobra lore origin with a few different updates. So the premise of the story is meant to focus on the Dreadnoughts interrogating two other rival members and wanting to know who their buyer is. So of course we're introduced to two of them, Ripper and Buzzer. And we kind of see how Buzzer kind of takes down the other guy, and the other one has to kind of let them know that they don't know who the guy is. They kind of said they kind of like were meant to meet them in Orlando. So after letting him go, they decide to have a little more fun. And by fun, basically using them as a bit of a ragdoll with their vehicle. And we see how, in the swamp parts of Orlando, we see how, Cobra Commander and his hired thug are basically in the area looking for raw energon. Just as Cobra Commander's about to take down a kid who made fun of him, we see the guy saying, "Don't. I hate it here. There are your people." "They were never my people. They were all fools. This chaos is disgusting. The world needs order." And we see how, they kind of investigate further. And we do kind of give hints to when Cobra Commander mentions about his hired thug's past. It's heavily implied by the story that the guy who's following Cobra Commander is meant to be Nemesis Enforcer. So implying that, some changes were done by Pythona and the scientists, making him look more human, and why he seems to kind of be with Cobra Commander to keep a close eye on him and make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. And we see one of the locals saying, "I'd love to know as well, boss." "Howdy. First, this part of the glades is not for tourists, especially for someone like you. I kindly ask that you remove your mask and show me some ID, sir." "You see what I mean? A world of fools!" And we see how, Cobra Commander gets his hired thug to take down the sort of patrol officer, and after trying to gun him down, we see to his shock and horror that he's about to get killed. And he basically goes Wolverine on him, which implies, this is Nemesis Enforcer, who was converted into looking more human. And just as Cobra Commander goes and finds the Energon signature, soon as he goes in, he sees that all of the bodies of the Dreadnought victims, and basically gets a sort of trace. And as soon as he heads out, he sees Ripper and Buzzer coming back. So of course we kind of see how Cobra Commander tries to take them on with his gun and that. So we kind of see them saying, "Ha! Been a while since we had ourselves a fair shootout, Ripper. Should we call in for backup? I think we can handle this one." "You underestimate me." And we see how, they blow up their vehicle, and we kind of see how, one of them calls out the other two, which is Serena, who basically calls him out for, not going nuts, as well as knowing that the part of the swamp Cobra Commander went into is off limits. So of course, just as Cobra Commander looks for the energy source, he basically ends up falling into one of the waters and meeting the sort of alligators that have somehow been affected by the energon. And this is the story. So I think, in my opinion, issue 2 of Cobra Commander is pretty enjoyable, because, it's clear that after what happened with Cobra Law, we see how Pythona and the others do have mixed feelings about Cobra Commander going on his own, so it's heavily implied that Nemesis Enforcer has been converted into human to keep track of Cobra Commander. And I think this also does call into question about the 80s cartoon, why they never sent Nemesis Enforcer or some Cobra Law officers to go with Cobra Commander to help him out. But I think this one is definitely readable, so it definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.